Pakistan, the country just got a shiny new Chinese toy, an expensive one too.
Pakistan and China are taking their military ties to new heights.
China-Pakistan relations have long been hailed as an all-weather strategic cooperative partnership, a testament to the deep-rooted alliance between the two nations. Over decades, this relationship has served as a cornerstone of South Asian geopolitics, shaping regional dynamics through mutual cooperation in trade, defense, and diplomacy.
中国和巴基斯坦是独一无二的全天候的战略合作伙伴。无论国际和地区形势如何变化，中巴友谊始终牢不可破，坚如磐石。中巴合作始终保持着旺盛的生命力。
At the heart of this partnership lies the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC, a transformative initiative under China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative. Designed to foster connectivity and economic growth, CPEC has brought investments in infrastructure, energy and trade that have, in theory, strengthened Pakistan's development trajectory while cementing China's influence in the region.
Mr. President, I want to thank your government. Everywhere you have supported us in our difficult times. Especially want to thank you when I came first time to China. Pakistan was in its worst economic condition. It was the worst economic condition ever in Pakistan's history. And China helped us at that time. And Mr. President, that is something we will never forget.
However, as we step into 2025, this celebrated relationship faces unprecedented challenges. Pakistan's economic instability looms large, threatening its ability to sustain ongoing CPEC projects, while rising security threats to Chinese nationals and shifting regional priorities have tested China's long-term commitment. For both nations, these stakes have never been higher. The future of their partnership hinges on addressing the pressing issues of financial instability, security concerns, and stalled development projects, issues that could either redefine or destabilize this strategic alliance. Welcome to the Global Insight.
We've been steadfast in our relationship, China and Pakistan. But at the same time, even if you have very steady relationship, you have to invest, you have to continue to invest in it. That's precisely what we're doing, because all relationships are backed by political will of the leadership and support of the people.
As of early 2025, the once rock-solid foundation of China-Pakistan relations appears increasingly fragile, revealing cracks under the weight of economic and political challenges. According to a recent report by The Diplomat, in 2024, China recalibrated its relationship with Pakistan, shifting its designation from the highest priority to simply a priority in its foreign policy. This subtle but significant downgrade underscores Beijing's growing unease about the persistent instability gripping its South Asian partner. Pakistan's political volatility and dire economic situation have raised alarm bells in China, which has been the nation's largest foreign investor. Struggling with financial instability, Pakistan remains heavily dependent on IMF bailouts to prevent a complete economic collapse, a reality that complicates its ability to uphold its end of bilateral agreements, including those under the CPEC. Furthermore, the increasingly dangerous security environment has sparked reluctance in Beijing to commit to new investments as its nationals and projects face mounting threats in Pakistan. In a bid to salvage the partnership, Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif undertook a high-stakes state visit to Beijing. During this visit, Islamabad approved payments of over $700 million to Chinese independent power producers, an effort to reduce arrears and reassure Beijing of Pakistan's commitment to honouring its financial obligations. While these actions may offer temporary reprieve, they highlight the precarious state of bilateral ties in 2025. The once unquestioned narrative of mutual trust and cooperation now contends with rising skepticism, underscoring the urgent need for both nations to address their challenges head-on if they wish to sustain this critical alliance. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor continues to serve as the centerpiece of bilateral cooperation, embodying China's vision for global connectivity through its Belt and Road Initiative. Designed to revolutionize Pakistan's economic landscape, CPEC aims to create robust infrastructure, modernize transportation networks, and provide employment opportunities while establishing a trade and energy corridor from Gwadar Port to Kashgar in China's Xinjiang region. As envisioned, the initiative could position Pakistan as a critical hub for regional trade and energy transit, with transformative benefits for both nations. However, the ambitious promises of CPEC are now mired in the harsh realities of Pakistan's economic and security challenges. According to a 2024 report by the Observer Research Foundation, Pakistan's financial instability has significantly hindered the progress of several key projects, sparking delays and casting doubt on Beijing's willingness to maintain the flow of investments. Late payments to Chinese firms have become a recurring issue, amplifying the frustration in Beijing. Yet the economic hurdles pale in comparison to the growing threat of militancy within Pakistan. As highlighted by The Diplomat, recent targeted attacks on Chinese nationals have underscored the volatile security situation, prompting Beijing to demand more effective measures to safeguard its citizens and projects. The mounting challenges facing CPEC raise broader questions about its long-term sustainability. For Pakistan, ensuring the success of this initiative requires not only financial restructuring, but also a strategic overhaul of its security framework. For China, balancing its economic interests with the rising risks on the ground remains a delicate calculation. Both nations must address these obstacles to preserve CPEC's potential as a transformative force for their partnership and the broader region. Security threats have emerged as one of the most pressing issues in China-Pakistan relations, directly impacting the trust and cooperation between the two nations. The safety of Chinese nationals working on various projects, especially under the CPEC framework, has been repeatedly jeopardized by violent attacks. According to the Lowy Institute, incidents in regions such as Balochistan and Karachi have not only claimed the lives of Chinese workers, but also escalated diplomatic tensions between Beijing and Islamabad. These attacks have raised serious questions about Pakistan's ability to ensure the security of foreign investments and personnel, a key factor in determining the future of Chinese economic engagement. In the face of these security threats, Beijing has become increasingly vocal about its concerns, making it clear that the safety of its citizens is a non-negotiable prerequisite for further investments. Although the Pakistani government has launched military operations to suppress insurgencies, Chinese officials remain skeptical of Islamabad's ability to deliver tangible results. This skepticism stems from the persistence of militant groups, including separatist factors in Balochistan, who view Chinese investments as exploitative and have declared them a target of their resistance. According to The Diplomat, these attacks have forced China to push for joint security arrangements involving both Chinese and Pakistani personnel. While this approach may offer a more effective solution, it remains a politically sensitive issue in Pakistan, as many view such measures as an infringement on national sovereignty. These security concerns and their political implications underscore the fragility of the China-Pakistan alliance in 2025. For Pakistan, failing to address these threats not only endangers its economic partnership with China, but also risks exacerbating internal divisions. For China, navigating these challenges requires balancing its strategic interests with the risks on the ground. Both nations face a complex and urgent task to bolster security in a way that reassures investors and stabilizes the partnership while avoiding political fallout in an already turbulent region. The future of China-Pakistan relations hinges on Islamabad's ability to confront its intertwined economic and security crises with a renewed sense of urgency. For the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor to fulfill its transformative potential, Pakistan must address the root causes of its instability and ensure a more sustainable environment for bilateral cooperation.
Now that the United States has moved away from us and towards India. We have no choice but to go towards China. That kind of thinking and that level of abject dependence can be disastrous for a country.
One possible path forward is to diversify investment in CPEC by involving third-party contributors. As highlighted by the Observer Research Foundation, inviting countries beyond China to participate in the corridor's development could ease Pakistan's financial burdens and reduce Beijing's growing apprehensions about assuming sole responsibility for the project. However, for this strategy to succeed, Pakistan will need to stabilize its volatile political landscape and implement robust security measures to attract global investors. Adding to the complexity are rising anti-China sentiments within Pakistan, a factor that could erode the public support necessary to sustain the partnership. Local protests against perceived exploitation by Chinese firms have become more prominent, with communities in resource-rich regions like Balochistan voicing grievances over unequal economic benefits and environmental degradation caused by CPEC projects.
The entire world is watching the CPEC project, but here our workers are risking their lives. It's now a matter of life and death because the separatists are constantly attacking.
These protests risk undermining the very foundation of bilateral cooperation, highlighting the need for more inclusive policies that distribute CPEC's benefits equitably among local populations. For China, the challenge lies in balancing its strategic ambitions with a sensitivity to local dynamics, ensuring that its investments are perceived as opportunities rather than impositions. As 2025 unfolds, the resilience of the China-Pakistan alliance will be tested like never before. Both nations face the daunting task of recalibrating their partnership to adapt to new realities. For Pakistan, this means ensuring economic stability, reducing dependency on foreign aid, and prioritizing security reforms. For China, it involves recalculating the risks and rewards of its investments while fostering goodwill among local communities. The path forward is fraught with uncertainty, but success will require a shared commitment to overcoming these formidable challenges together. The enduring foundation of China-Pakistan relations, built on shared interests and decades of strategic cooperation, continues to hold firm, even in the face of mounting challenges. However, the road ahead is far from certain. As Pakistan grapples with severe financial instability and an escalating security crisis, China faces the difficult decision of recalibrating its investments and priorities in the region. Both nations must acknowledge that their long-standing partnership can no longer rely solely on historical goodwill. It demands a proactive approach to navigating the economic and security challenges that threaten to undermine this alliance. Addressing these challenges will require bold and coordinated action. For Pakistan, restoring investor confidence through economic reform, stronger governance, and robust security measures is vital. For China, balancing its strategic interests with the risks on the ground will necessitate careful diplomacy and a sensitivity to local sentiments. Only through mutual commitment and adaptability can both nations preserve the transformative potential of initiatives like CPEC and sustain their partnership amid an evolving geopolitical landscape. That's it from the team at the Global Insight for now. We want to hear what you think. How do you believe Pakistan's financial and security challenges will impact the success of CPEC? Are China's recalibrated priorities a sign of a weakened alliance or a pragmatic response to new realities? And what steps can both nations take to strengthen their partnership moving forward? As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel here at the Global Insight. And until next time, stay tuned.